it seems like, so most of the poor people in the country, if they're doing the most dangerous jobs, and like coal miners are enlisting in the military. So if we're so worried about exploiting the poor, then why do we allow them to do dangerous jobs like that when it's for the same reason? We do this because we know it's their right to assume the risk of a dangerous job if they deem the reward worthwhile. By reasoning, if the poor are allowed to choose these high-risk jobs, then doesn't it logically follow that they should be able to decide whether to take the risk of selling their own organs? The individual is the best judge as to what is best for him in a given situation, and so long as his decision does not affect others, he cannot be stopped from acting upon his decisions. When a person sells an organ, he or she acts both selfishly in advantage for himself or herself, and altruistically in contributing to the public good. Just because you're getting money for what you're doing, you're saving a life. Just because you're getting money for it doesn't mean it's bad. Otherwise, selling water to a thirsty person would be a sin as well. But even bigger. Like all prohibitions, restrictions on organ sales have created a huge black market. Black market kidney average a selling price of $260,000 in the United States and $62,000 in China. If we allow it to be legal, why would they pay black market criminals that much money when you could just pay the U.S. government $10,000 and it would be much safer and secure? Although not every black market transaction is exploitative, the most unsavory parts of the trade can be attributed to the fact that it is illegal. Witnessing the horror stories, many are calling on governments to crack down on even more severely. Unfortunately, prohibition drives up black market profits, turns the market over to organized crime, and isolates those harmed in the trade from the normal routes of recourse. Kidney sales is already legal in some parts of the world. In Iran, which is, they've been doing it for 24 years. Over the 24 years, you could deduct that for the last decade, Iran has not had a waiting list for the transplantable kidneys. The long-term outcomes of recipients who purchase organs is not significantly different from the outcomes of recipients who donate kidneys. The existence of a flourishing market has now resulted in attrition of the number of kidneys donated by biological relatives. So even though people are still paying, the same amount of donors are still donating. So it's just, yeah. And it's not exploiting the poor at all, because the U.S. government is buying the kidneys. It's not going to be the citizens mostly. The Act of 1972, it pays for everything, and it's more cost effective. For dialysis in a year, it's $90,000 around there. But for transplant, it's $17,000 for a functioning transplant patient. And 25% of that is on the hospital and expenditures. So the poor aren't paying for anything, it's the government buying it to save lives so they could pay taxes in the long run and help out everyone. And yeah, thank you.